friends. Today we're going to be revising and editing our third and final realistic fiction story. So, here is all the things that we've talked about so far that I want you to make sure you have in your story while you're revising today. So, we've talked about the introduction, having a setting where the story starts, and adding character details. That's really important for the reader to kind of get to know a little bit more about that character. In the middle of the story, the hamburger part of it, we've talked about the problem that the character faces. It should be a real problem, not something made up and fake that would not happen in real life. We've focused on stretching out our story and telling the details of the story step by step. We've used vivid words with a thesaurus. You can do that in your writing. We've talked about dialogue and having your characters talk or even talk to each other to bring your characters to life. But we've also added thoughts and feelings into our story to help make the realistic fiction story more real. And then at the end, in the conclusion, we've talked about how the main character tries to solve the problem in a real way. Today, you are going to use those things to help you revise and edit. Now, we've talked a lot about revising and editing so far, so I'm going to just go over this a little bit. But when you revise, you're doing it on your own with a pencil. So these things here focus on the acronym ARMS to help you. So as you're reading through your story 1, 2, 3, 4 times, you're going to focus on kind of making sure your story makes sense and it's the best it can be for your reader. So A, adding or adding sentences or words to your story with mountain. R, removing unneeded words or sentences. M, moving them. Now you don't have to erase. You can do a little caret and an arrow, or a mountain and an arrow. And then S would be to substitute. Now, when we used a thesaurus, we substituted fancier words or synonyms for other words. If you choose to do that, that would be a good thing to kind of help make your story the best it can be. Now, when we come to editing, we are editing with a pen. You can choose what kind of color pen you would like, but when you're editing, I want you to remember CUPS or cups. You are going to read your story 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and you're going to focus on different parts of your story each time. The first time, you're going to be reading through and only focusing on capital letters, making sure you have a capital letter at the start of every sentence and name of something. So any proper noun, I want you to make sure it's capitalized. Usage, so making sure the nouns and verbs are all correct. You have correct articles and maybe endings of words. P, punctuation, so we have commas, periods, exclamation marks, and question marks. Really see if those are correct in your story. And the last one is spelling. So if you are unsure about spelling, circle it and maybe have your mom or dad take a look at it for you. Or Miss Barr can even help you. If you want to Zoom me, I can help. Today, you are doing this instead of meeting me on Zoom. And then on Monday, we're going to meet on Zoom and your other friends are going to be doing this. Good luck.